Hi, viewers and listeners. You are now listening to our very first episode of our podcast, Bubble Pop, the podcast. We have so many exciting things planned for this, and we can't wait to get started.
Bubble Popped is a podcast that we created in order to host discussions about different as first generation Indian American girls on like a lot of relevant topics that we see in our society today, especially like gender equality. And we want to show our role as change makers in our society. So basically, we're just like a couple of high schoolers who are really passionate about discussing topics shielded in our society that we feel like should be addressed.
In this episode, we'll be introducing ourselves, our podcast, and why we want to pop the bubble. To start, I'm Nitya. I go by she, her, and I'm a sophomore from Houston. And a fun fact about me is that I'm a 6-foot-tall 15-year-old. So every time I attend an Indian function, I always stick out like a giraffe in like the sea of 5 feet aunties and uncles.
Yep.
We can vouch for that. She's
Yeah.
like, it's
Super
like
tall.
you can just look around the room and you'll be like, ding, oh, that's Nitya.
Hi, guys. My name is Tharni. My pronouns are also she, her. I'm also a sophomore in high school. And a fun fact about me is that I can jump rope with my arm because I'm double jointed. And a little disclaimer about me and Nitya. Without knowing, we might accidentally switch into a British accent when talking about something funny. So it's a terrible accent, so please bear with us.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think they're pretty good.
No,
No,
they're
they're not.
pretty terrible.
Pretty good.
No,
I
pretty
think-
terrible.
At least yours might be bad, but mine is pretty
To
good.
viewers and listeners, please comment down below saying if our accents are terrible or good. They're pretty terrible.
They're pretty
Mine is a
terrible.
good one.
I'm not
No.
gonna say anything. I can't do an accent.
So my name is Ankita. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a junior in high school. A fun fact about me is that the logo that you'll see on our social medias are designed by yours truly. And also for those who are watching on YouTube, the backgrounds you see are also designed by me as well.
So, hi, my name is Yeshna. I'm a junior in high school and I go by she, her. And a little fun fact about me is that I love road biking. I'm a road biker. And yeah.
Also, another fun fact is that we've literally known each other since we were very little. So we practically grew up together.
Yeah, and we literally are all on the same wavelength. Like if one of us is thinking something, at least another one of us is thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary at times. It's like we
Yeah.
all know exactly what someone else is thinking.
It also means that we kind of can double cross each other because we know each other's secrets.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, on another note, you guys are probably thinking, why did we name the podcast Bubble Pop? Well, practically, as Nitya said, we're going to be popping the bubble, meaning we're going to be breaking this wall that has been built around certain topics. And as we said in our mission statement, we want to be talking about topics that are targeted toward people of color, specifically girls. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be viewing all these certain topics that we chose, and we're going to be seeing all perspectives of it from our research and our prior knowledge, because every person has a different bubble from their life. So we're going to be popping the bubble and seeing everyone's view.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the idea of, thinking outside the box. So a lot of our teachers, when they tell us to do a project or an assignment, they're like, oh yeah, make sure you think outside the box on this project. So what they mean by that is kind of just like taking the topic and like going outside of how much we actually like know. So it's kind of like all the things that we know about a topic are encased in this like box or in this bubble. So we're trying to go outside that bubble so it impacts more people, and it actually like more people are actually more aware of things that are happening.
Yeah, and we're also trying to bring out the reality on these topics that are normally shielded in communities, because people aren't normally aware of such things. So we want to shed light to these things and make people aware that these things are actually happening, and pop the bubble in these communities so that people are more aware. And also we want to, like Ernie said, we want to expand our perspective just like beyond our own bubble, because everyone has their own perspective in their own life, but we want to be cognizant of everyone's perspectives and everyone's viewpoint in life when we look at things.
So, our next episode is going to be on the magical universe, the one that we all know and love, the Harry Potter universe. So, stay on the lookout for more information. A little disclaimer about our podcast is that everything that's going to be discussed is strictly our opinion and it's going to be solely made on our previous knowledge and the research that we have done. If you want to see where we've done our research, any documents that we used, we will be adding the citations for those in the descriptions of our podcast episodes. And we will not be commenting on the actions done by any individual related to any of the topics that we discuss on our podcast. So, everything on our podcast is going to be what we think.
And if you want to stay tuned about what Bubble Popped is doing in the future and our future episodes, make sure to follow us on our social medias. Our Instagram is Bubble Popped Podcast, and our TikTok is at bubblepop.pod. And we're so excited to start this journey with y'all and start popping the bubble on topics that are needed to be popped.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for
Thanks for
listening.
listening.